the hell? I'm wearing the wrong glasses. Hey, Serge. Welcome. Looks like you're first up. This one just came in today. I actually have other machines that are needing some attention, but I thought I'd see if I can get lucky and have this one in and out in a hurry. Looks like it's got an inflated battery. That sucks. Means I'm going to have to take that battery out. Hey, Holly Baker. Jean-Marc, Simon, Tom, Laptop, Sean, Chlorophyll. Interesting name. G'day, g'day. Jim. Hyde Park Corner, London, 25. Quite a bit warmer than here. No, this is effed. Yeah, well, there goes that. Well, you know, this might be repairable. I'd be very surprised if it is. This has truly suffered the great indignity that the 2141s always suffer from. Although this one is particularly bad. You can probably see it, actually, from the top view. Funnily enough, they're not expanded, so I'm not sure what was pushing against it. Anyway, all I know is if this is recoverable, it's going to be today's little miracle. Hey, Shane Stuff. Oh, you're Martin R with the wrong account. Good job. Good job. Alright. So, anyone see anything wrong there? Yeah, that is more like puke. It's like someone vomited and the air just slipped it in. So, oh yeah, give me some of that vomit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's vile. Horrible, nasty. Alright, take the board out. Everyone start praying to your deity or deities of choice, because we're going to need it. What are we going to do? Put this 5% chance of living? In some ways it might have more of a chance, because if it was just a great big glob of vomit like that, hitting all at once, it may have wiped out everything quickly enough and everything just shut down. But the difference, time-wise, the difference between a working NAND and a dead NAND is only milliseconds, so might not have actually done anything. The Upton from with this fancy Cyrillic name. Teresa. Alright, we'll just get it out, see what we're dealing with. At least, I still get paid a minimum amount, even if it's a dead end board. But yeah, this one's particularly bad. This also has, of course, the normal dust build-up, so it's a double hit. And if we can sort this one out in a hurry, I've got another one that had a whopping great big short on its HS computing rail, which is basically PP bus. And it was working fine last week. I finished the job, replaced the everything was good. And then today I go to dispatch it, and of course when I pack the jobs to dispatch them, I turn them on again to make sure that they are still working. This one did not come back up. So I've got this very strange 20 volt sort of cycling, 50 milliamps, then 100 milliamps. It's just all over the place and it's weird. But the NAND rails seem fine. I should rather say the resistance on the NAND rails seem fine. And it's getting 20 volts on all ports, and it's consistent on all ports. It's just very strange. But what I'm theorizing is that something, when it took the heavy current load due to the exploded capacitor, and it was a tantrum capacitor, it may have damaged like the current sensor or something along there. So I'm really hoping that's the case. But it's still weird that it operated fine after I repaired it until it went to sleep. The battery's got plenty of charge in it because I usually charge them to about 80%. before I ship them back out. Hey Sylvia, my internet's still playing up? Yeah. Wow, that's bad. I understand if people leave because of the dreadful internet. I don't know what's going on. It's complete dog's breakfast, I'm sorry. I'll try and just, I'll try and cut things right down. I'm on VDSL 2. It hasn't been, it's been great for a long time, but now we're starting to see issues. So I'm wondering whether our lines are getting dirty or something. Hey MacGyver. Puke on the other side too. This is very, very bad. Yeah, Scott Harding, look, I do too. Yeah, I don't know. It's the trouble is I just dropped the encoding rate just to try and help out, and the internet went and followed it. Okay, that's fine. That's a really interesting. The names actually seem okay. Ah. No, what? What the hell's going on here? Oh, my internet app. The names actually seem okay. Oh, here we are. We're back up to 10 megabit per second now. That is weird. It's just gone back as if nothing was wrong, ever. And now it's gone to shit. I spoke too soon. I'm just gonna have to ignore it. I'm sorry, everybody. Gotta get the job done. Okay, we need to clean this up. I'm gonna guess that PP bus is shorted based on the look of that cap. Got way too much sunshine there. Nope, PP bus is fine. Wow, okay. Alright, so I better clean up the vomit. Hey, Peter retired. We'll do some dry brushing first. This is some eBay level repair. Okay, I am a little concerned about what might have happened in this back corner of the V-Reg. Anyway, we're taking it off. But dry brushing seems to have done a pretty good job. Do the other side. I will wet that down, that one. Hey Miles. This is more vomit than it is cola. The stuff's got chunks in it. Big hearty chunks. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll take the cap, we'll take the V-Reg and see how we are. Hey Brad. Oh Brad, I don't know if you were here the other day, but I did get a grinder. I got the Sunbeam conical grinder. Got it for $99. It seems to do the job just fine. That's not a good thing. Nice cluster of crap up there, which is where I thought it would be. I can see there would be other features that would be handy with a grinder, like it'd be nice to be able to tell it to just do a single dose or a double, single shot or double shot grind, things like that. So, I can see where the extra money goes into more advanced grinders. But for now, it works well. Hey, Rutko. Nassim. Ooh, something's burning like plastic. So for those who have just arrived, we do apologise for the state of the internet stream. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do at this end. It is a service issue, not an issue on my end. That's pretty good. When you consider how gnarly it was before, that's pretty good. So we'll replace those two parts and see how we go. Of course I paid my ISP. Okay, so we got a... What? Why are you black screen? Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, something weird's going on all around. Oh, shite. Okay, what do we got? Pin 1's top right. I don't like the fact that there's a corner ground off that NAND chip a little bit. It's probably nothing, but you got to make note of these things. Geez, I hate those things so much. They are really awkward to get down without cooking off something else. I'm pretty sure that's not down because it's off skew a little bit. Yeah, it was just starting to go down. Yeah. I pulled about 5 seconds too early. It's okay, we'll get back into it. There it goes. And we're going to put in replacement cap. That cap will be probably a 102563. Where are they? What's scary is that even though I have a bit of drama with these V-regs, and they sort of wig me out a little bit, the amount of margin that you have to work with in terms of time and heat is vastly better than what the poor bastards who work with iPhones have. I mean, those guys, when they're doing CPU pulls and things like that, they just have to breathe wrong for a nanosecond and then bam, it's over, it's wrong, it's dead, move on to the next one. I don't know how they managed to do it. And I'm even more amazed by the people who do it. Like, you see people do it without microscope and everything. It's so impressive. Hey, Defcon. There's some truly amazingly skilled people out there. Just going to go across the rest of the board, see if there's any other little bits of vomit. Certainly it's dusty. We can live with dust, we can't live with vomit. Some random creature that got caught up in a cobweb. Need to clean that up. Actually don't even know what that is. I thought it was going to be flux, but it's all vomit. Yeah, we managed to displace it. Hey, creature. Idiot. A box. Crap. Alright, I'm going to go do Micro's insulin, then I'll be back and we'll test this. There's a sticker on a polycap. Micro is becoming somewhat reluctant to have his shots. I mean, he never enjoyed having his shots, obviously. I mean, it's a needle, for goodness sake. But with all the medications we're having to put into him at the moment, he's really not. He's running away now from even the simple insulin shot, which is not good. I'm going to have to be naughty here and use my filter as a vacuum cleaner. Not that I blame poor Micro. I mean, like I said, he gets 2 insulin shots a day. He then has a liver support tablet to have, which is not exactly pleasant. And then we have to give him gallstone dissolving medication, which has to be syringed because it's just acid, vomit acid, bile acid. So he's 4 times a day he's getting manhandled. He's getting a little bit sick of it. Fortunately, he doesn't yet strike out at us, but he does complain. But it's always painful when you have to do this kind of thing for the health. But you can't explain to them that this is actually helping you. They're all like, "F you, get the F out of here. Don't want to know about you. Go away." Yep, lots of violence. Yeah, well, at least it wasn't a $600 grinder. Now we just have to find beans that we're actually happy with. That's the tricky part. And then what grind to use on them, and then how much to use. And it's a fun game trying to re-establish a mix a combination that you're happy with. Can take weeks to find something, and then no doubt just as soon as you do find something, they'll take the beans away. It's kind of funny, for months now I have looked at the Victoria organic, and it's always in a bag and it's beans, and it's like, oh, I don't have a grinder so I can't buy that. Anyway, so we get the grinder on Saturday, and I go straight into Woolworths, and there's 1 bag of the Victoria Organic, 1 kilo. And I grabbed that because I thought, okay, finally I get to try these beans. I get home and it's grind. It's already been ground. But the weird thing is you cannot find that on the Woolworths website. And then when I went back later that day, they had restocked the shelf and it was beans. So somehow I got a bag of grind, organic Victoria grind, as opposed to beans. It's the weirdest thing, because for months, for as long as I've been looking at that stuff, I've not been able to find them having it pre-ground. And the one time I do want it pre-ground, I picked it up, because I picked up the bag and I was like, oh, this actually feels like it's already ground, but they only ever sell this as beans. Get home, open it up, nope, it's not beans. It was very weird. It was like I went into an alternate universe. Send you a bag of beans. What kind of roast? Dark roast, but it's a little hard to describe. Yeah, espresso is perhaps a little bit too burnt. Don't like smoky, so more like sweet dark. But really, it's so difficult to describe. Maybe it's easy just to simply go through a whole bunch of different options and just find the one that you like. Previously, I used to always just get Victoria mountain grown pre-grind in the 4 little packs. Whenever that was on special for half price, I would go and get it. But yeah, now we've changed things up. Hey Jason, good to see you there. Let's see how this goes, because before, nearly, if people made me chat too much. Let's check those resistances. Now taking control over your solar inverter's battery charge algorithm. Lavazza, we've been trying Lavazza Oro, which I know is a much softer blend, and just needed too many beans, but I'll have a look at the rosé one. 900, these should be 150, 130, that's fine. 130, that's fine. So everything's looking normal there. This would be a blimmin' miracle. This is okay, it's because I got reverse polarity. Yep, that's fine. Gloria Jean's hazelnut coffee. Yeah, I don't generally go for the flavour ones much, but yeah. Okay, Brad, enjoy it. Which DMM am I using? I am still using the GW Instech GDM 8341. So it's a benchtop meter. Do you drink tea, creature? Okay. Alright, fingers crossed to see if anything happens to this, because quite frankly I'll be surprised if anything does. Come on, come on. You know what, there's probably puke in the charge ports on the other side. Oh well, we've got 20 volts, okay. Naturally my meter is... crap. Oh hell, what did I just do? Okay, we're kind of going backwards here. That charge rate is dipping down bad. Sent you an email of those pics of the A2442 clear the shore by digging. Oh boy, that's always hard. Is your grinder one of those new types made 99 Basically, yeah, everything except the burrs are plastic. Oh come on, don't dive like this. It is SCPI compatible, yeah. Most of the equipment I get now has SCPI protocol. And while obviously the commands vary between the devices, at least with the template program, it's easy to migrate to the other. It's doing something funny there. See those little sawtooth? These little sawtooth things? I don't know what the deal is there. Hey, Pro. Don't like what I'm looking at there, folks. Go click. Could be a dead CPU for all I know. Well, that's interesting. We just had a spike there. The spikes are from me pressing on the trackpad. We got a bad trackpad. It's kind of weird to get a 1 amp jump just by clicking on the trackpad. Okay, disconnect trackpad. Because remember folks, we had puke all over this. And this is only for data recovery. Okay, trackpad's bad. We've got a ramp now. Fortunately, external keyboard and mouse should solve that. Although the downside is it's going to run bad. It's going to run slow. Yeah, we're ramping up nicely. So I'd say it's back trackpad. I will perhaps stick it in another chassis if I have to. Fortunately, 2141, got plenty of those. We just want to see if it boots now. And I can see that Puke has entered in down here as well. And up by the touch bar. Might take another couple of minutes before it is ready to go. Joho, no, we're sort of just trying to find out whether it's even going to boot or not. It's a bit of a weird one. This has got vomit, or something like vomit, has gone into the board. We cleared that up. But it looks like the trackpad's not happy either. Like clicking on it causes a fairly large surge of current. How does it smell? I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, Jim, it could be an ARI. I mean, it might not be puke, but it certainly wasn't pretty. The only thing that concerns me at the moment is that normally when you press the power button, it will come up with an indication saying, it's still charging and stuff like that. But if it has actually discharged so far, then yeah, it still should come up. I just got to be patient, I suppose. And I've got to wonder about this other machine that I had that had the burned up HS computing. All I can think of is replacing the current sense resistor, the current sense amplifier, maybe the ISL. I don't think it's any of the input MOSFETs because of the fact that it happens on all 4 ports. So that does tend to, rule them out. Gee whiz, this is taking forever. Feels like it. It's just weird that it booted and ran fine after I fixed up the fault. It's very weird. Come on, boot. Hey, Christian. Okay, yours doesn't. Some of them do. Some of them will show that battery icon. But no, not this one. Why don't I ultrasonic the whole board? The big problem with ultrasonic on a lot of these USB-C boards is that they don't seem to tolerate it very well anymore. Milo! What are you doing? Yeah, I see you. Yeah. What are you up there for? Oh, really? It's wet out. It's raining out there. It's raining and you want me to come out and get you. Oh my goodness. Well, it gives us time to boot. You hear my child? You call yourself a mother? Ah, it's raining. Milo, what are you doing? Oh, come on. You gonna jump down? Hey. Yeah, come on, jump down. Yeah. Come on. Yes. You're gonna have to jump. No. What? You big whingy bum. Yes. You can jump down. Don't make me get the chair to come up and get you, okay? Anyway, I've got to lock you in. You ready to come down? Come on. Yeah, come on. Jump down. Good boy. Come on. Yeah, we're going to go around the front door. Well. Oh yeah, it's good TV to watch. I've just closed the front gate, the partition. Where's Loki?
I don't know. He was in here a moment ago, but he could have snuck out.
Okay. He's in his nest. I'll be out in a second, Moo. Wow. Blimey heck. Okay, we're still not getting a boot. I wonder if this is in DFU. Okay, it is responding to the power button, so that's a good start. Hey Marcel, yeah, they're definitely controlling my life, yes. It's a common complaint my wife and I have about our lives. Like, we just live to serve the little rats. It's all we do. We don't have a life of our own. Yeah, I have a horrible feeling this is in recovery or DFU or something like that. I'll just put it into AC2. Yep, recovery. Someone decided they would be smart. Let's revive. See how that goes. Yeah, cat servants is all we are. That's the other thing that I'm having with this other machine, is that it is now giving me the dreaded Thunderbolt device not available, or cannot connect Thunderbolt device when you plug it into AC2, which often tends to say to you that, oh, well, you know, either T2's failed or there's a problem with the USB-C ports and all that, but yeah, it's something's not making sense there, and I don't know what. And it's very frustrating because, like, I've been paid for the job. You know, paid for the recovery, and just didn't think that would happen. So this is the board. It's a 1990. And the great flame out happened up here. That was just unfortunately it didn't eat through the board, so I was very thankful for that. And there is a fair amount of coastal oxidation that's going on with this board. You can see, you know, just it's not ideal, which is why it's going to be in for recovery. They're not for everyday use. You see a bit of corrosion there. I mean, I can clean up all this green stuff, but I don't want to clean up what I can't yet put together as being a blame point. Hey, Cypher Labs. Oh, shoot. What's going on with that machine? Put it in another chassis. Stop. Where's my other 2141? I had it here just like yesterday. Oh, there we go. I found it. That's right, because I was doing Jason's 2141. Sometimes the revival won't work. Well, most times the revival doesn't work because it needs everything intact, like the trackpad, and it wants to know that the system it's connecting to is actually functional, as it were. What's the biggest? Probably about 7 kg. We're trying 7 or 8. We prefer them not to be that heavy, and certainly the vet prefers it if they weren't that heavy. We're constantly being reminded we probably feed our cats too much, and we agree. But it is difficult to uniquely control the diet of a specific cat when you have the number that we have to deal with here. $12-kilo cat, that's crazy. How does that... That's a serious chunk of a cat, 12 kilos. Unless it's like a Maine Coon, in which case, okay, fair enough. Hey, Fun Lab. I can see my vet would dislike quite a lot of you. She'd be like, you got to put them all on diets. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Trying not to over rush this. This is why I greatly dislike it when these machines go to other stores and the other store just, says, "Oh, let's just try a DFU reset," and it's or a recovery mode and things like that, and it's like, please just get it checked out first if it's got electrical issues or electronic issues. But yeah, a lot of people don't want to send off their machine. Oh, nee, man. You're on the inside, buddy. Yeah, you're in the hallway, I can tell. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just see if this comes up, and then we're done for the night. Milo's expressing his extreme displeasure. He's also doubly upset now because of the fact that I've locked him inside. From his perspective, when he gets locked inside, that's time for us to go to bed. So fine, you want me inside? That's fine. You have to go lay down on bed, watch some YouTube, and we retire for the evening. Hey, Christos. Problem putting a cat on dies that act like you're trying to... Yeah, basically, that's very true. They will carry on like you've starved them. It's tricky enough for us to actually keep Micro on an appropriate diet, you know, with his diabetes. Hey, Bodger. Ooh, I didn't like that. What's going on there? Where'd my 20 volts go? What the hell? What the hell's going on here? Wow, I am feeling cursed. There's no way I should not be getting... What the hell? Well, thankfully at least it's still showing in recovery mode. The only thing I can think of is the battery is fully charged. Fingers crossed. Basically we need to... Hopefully the fans will spin and we'll be good. Yeah, the problem with when they get put into recovery or DFU mode is that that's an extra step you've then got to work through. An extra layer or extra obstacle in the way of potentially a recovery. And yeah, most times it's not a problem, but every now and then you do get a situation where something in the NAND is being mangled because of it, like this. Yeah, this device cannot be restored. Domain error. That's usually a NAND failure, isn't it? This is not in recovery. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, folks. I think it could be a case of because the NANDs were, the VREGs were messed up. It hadn't killed the NANDs, but I think one half of the NANDs got put into a mode and the other half did not. And now we've got a situation where now we've got a situation where there's no consistency in the data, and so I just think it's dead. 2098 Hollander, yeah, yuck, yeah. So yeah, I think this is one of those cases where the recovery attempt has ruined it, which is why I warn people not to do that. Try it again. Yeah, I think it's just going to keep doing the same thing. Hey, Minitum. Yeah, it's a zombie. What I'll do is I'll post up the message on some other groups just in case I've missed something obvious. But I have run into this before where people have performed a recovery or a DFU and it's mangled things. The problem being that normally if you have a failure, like the PV bus goes down from a shorted cap, or even if the TV5 goes down from a shorted cap, then the system never goes into that recovery mode because it just no. Operation could not be complete. And restore error domain error 6 failed to handle message. I don't know, maybe there's still something wrong with the trackpad interface. I could be wrong. Not now. Oh, come on, bro. Wow, really? Now I've run out of space on my phone. Hey, Weaselbox. Alright, well, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up for tonight. Obviously, it's a sad case of it should have saved it, but we can't save it. And this is in for data recovery, which means that it's basically a dead-end job because the person they only would have bought it in through this particular business if they wanted the data off it. The machine itself is not what they're caring about. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to give them what they want unless I can find some way of getting around that issue. What I might try to do is see if the trackpad creates spikes as well when I click on it, in which case maybe it is something on the board that is also faulty that we didn't see. So I don't know, but most likely this is going to be a dead end. And the cruel thing is this one didn't have to be a dead end. So yeah, that's added insult to injury for the customer as well. We'll have to find out who it was, what genius it was that decided to do that to the machine. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. I'm psychologically annoyed now, to say the least. So I guess I'll go do some programming, which will probably not help my mood. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully we can have some luck later in the week, but for now it seems like it's a dog's breakfast. I'll catch you all next time. Until then, you take care. I'll see you later.